everyone, welcome to another story time. This week we're going to be talking about hermit crabs. We actually have a really fun book by Martha Huelsenback called Hermit the Crab. This book is really cool because not only is it a fun story about hermit crabs, it actually gives instructions on how to take care of them. Because with over 800 species of hermit crabs on the planet and only about a dozen or so being semi-terrestrial, there's a lot of really cool things that maybe you didn't know about hermit crabs and the type of special care that they require. So with our hermit crabs, we give them salt water and we give them fresh water, and we always give them little things to nibble on because these guys are omnivores. That means that they're going to be eating both veggies and meat. So they use these really hard pinchers to go ahead and pull apart things like dead fish and leaves, but they also eat macroalgae, which is really big algae that's in the water, and they even eat microscopic crustaceans that are in the water. Now, one of the coolest things about these guys is just like other ocean-dwelling animals, they're going to breathe through gills. So their gills are actually located down here in between their third and fourth appendages. With him in his shell, it's really hard to see, but his gills are down there. And most ocean animals are going to have water pass over those gills so that they can extract the oxygen out of the water. But with these guys, they can actually get it out of just moisture in the air. So as long as it's humid where they're at, they can go ahead and breathe through that. We make sure that we always give them water. That way they have the ability to go into the water and have it pass over their gills. Now, they get called a hermit crab, but these guys are actually more closely related to a lobster. If you've ever seen one of its shell, or if you've seen a picture, you'll see that they really do look like a lobster, not really a crab. They come in all kinds of different sizes and all kinds of different colors. But because of their special care, we really ask people that if you're going to get a hermit crab, you need to do some research and invest some time into if it's the right kind of animal and you can provide a right kind of environment for them. A lot of times when we go on vacation down south, you'll see that almost every single store sells hermit crabs, but they just pull them off the beach without really thinking about it, and they don't really give a lot of good info, which is why this book is so great. So maybe he'll come out of a shell, maybe he won't. I'll still hold him up so we can see, and we'll go ahead and read Hermit the Crab. So, I come from the Caribbean where the days are hot. A few miles from the beach, a cave or seawall is my spot. I have 10 legs and can move around, carry my home on my back, a shell that I found. The shell that he carries must fit him just right, not too big or too small, not heavy but light. He is constantly looking for new shells. He continues to grow. He'll move quite often because he's always on the go. This shell looks perfect. He'll check it out. Will it fit him, I wonder, if he moves about? He'll slide right back and into his shell. Yes, that's good. It fits him quite well. Hermit likes his shell, so he's decided to stay. Till a better one comes along, then he'll move away. You can call him Cynobita clypeatus, his scientific name, or Hermit the Crab, they're one and the same. Ears he doesn't have to hear all the sounds, nor a nose to smell any food that's around. But he does have 2 antennae, too short and too long. For smelling and hearing, they help him along. A large climbing claw and a small claw to feed. May seem like a lot, but both he will need. His back legs are hidden deep in the shell. They help him hold on and move so well. The legs that you see sticking out in the front help him to move and perform the most daring stunt. He swings like a crazy crab back and forth on his koya trapeze, performing stunts for his fans with the greatest of ease. Hermit crabs are quite adaptable. What a big word to say. When Hermit comes to stay with you, there are 3 things he will need. A warm place, water, and something on which to feed. He can live in an aquarium or in a cage from the store. You can add gravel, a sponge, and koya wood to dress it up some more. He will not eat very much. The amount is really quite small. Some days he may eat a lot, and others not much at all. But what is really important, and you must remember this, they must have a lot of water. One day cannot be missed. Fill a pond or a dish with water so they'll have plenty to drink. These thirsty crabs will drink more than you may think. Also, don't forget to keep his sponge nice and wet. If you don't, he'll dry up and have to visit the vet. Please don't leave Hermit alone in his cage. He needs some friends, not too big or too small, but those about his age. Hermit the Crab can talk to his friends, but he doesn't use the words we know. He just makes croaking sounds that seem so strange and low. What does it mean? I don't know what he's trying to say. Maybe he's hungry. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he wants to play. I think this one just wants to sleep because he hasn't come out yet. But he's holding himself in there pretty tight. And that's fine. He can stay in there. Make sure that the lid of the cage is always on tight before it's too late and they vanish from sight. Scaling the walls of their cage may be a simple feat, but a fast escape makes the mission complete. Thank you for taking care of me and feeding me each day. The love and kindness you have shown will go a long, long way. And then they give some directions for them. You have to replace their water and have a shallow container, which we have salt water and fresh water with ours. We always put food in there, so they've got some little pellets to eat, but we also put fresh veggies in almost every day. We mist them with water every single day. We have lots of sprayers here in the classroom for all of our other animals, so they get sprayed as well. And then they have stuff for setting up the aquarium and diet, so a clean aquarium with koya wood, which is, you've seen it in the story, and you can kind of see it here in the cage. I'm not going to pull it out because it looks like there's a crab right next to it. And then extra shells because they do like to change their shells. We feed them all kinds of different foods. And so a couple things to know about them is these guys will actually line up their shells to see which one is going to be the best fit. And in the wild, if one dies, they actually put out a pheromone, and all the other crabs realize that that one's no longer with us, and they'll come and they will look at his shell and see if one of them can make it a home. So we always offer lots of shells in here so these guys don't have to worry about too much. And like I said, we offer them fresh water and salt water, and obviously lots of things to climb on and things to get under and hide. So we try to provide the best environment we can. So if you ever come here and you want a hermit crab, know that there's actually a lot of work that goes into them, and we can get you Hermit the Crab, the book, to kind of help you along. So I hope you learned something cool about hermit crabs today. I know I learned a few new things about them I didn't really know before, and the book really helped. So we will see you next time.